Hi, welcome to Juice Bar. Today we're gonna mix an old friend. So the old friend was created by Germain in 2012 in Aspen, Colorado, and I think this recipe has been revised a few times by Simon Difford to find the perfect level of elderflower liqueur. I'm gonna come clean with you. I never tried this. I tried a variation of this that I made in Italy. Now, let me try this and see how we like it. Then maybe I'm gonna propose you my variation too, if I have enough strength left. So let's get down to mixing. So we start with 10 milliliters of elderflower liqueur, syrupy and lightly refreshing herbal. Then we go with some Campari, and we are gonna need 50 milliliters of Campari. Then 22.5 milliliters or 3/4 of an ounce of pink grapefruit juice. Pink grapefruit is back. Today I found it at the supermarket after a few weeks where it was not available. And then we finish with 45 milliliters or an ounce and a half of dry gin. I'm using the Pearce I used many times before. Yeah, I got the signature on this bottle from Michael, the master distiller of Pearce. Let's get some ice and let's give this bad boy a shake. Let's fine strain in our chilled coupe. And let's finish by expressing some pink grapefruit peel. And there you go, an old friend. Cheers. Wow, this is bitter. Yeah, you can see how you might need to tweak the amount of elderflower liqueur to balance out the characteristics of your pink grapefruit juice. Let me try to add the 5 milliliters more that were in a different version of the cocktail by Simon Difford. And let's see what happens. Yeah, I prefer it like this, but I'm really thinking this cocktail requires you to adjust the amount of Germain or elderflower liqueur based on the bitterness of your grapefruit. The more bitter the grapefruit, the more elderflower liqueur you're gonna need. And I think the amount might go from 7.5 milliliters to 15 all the way through, depending really on the quality of your grapefruit, because the Campari gives a lot of bitterness already. And you're doubling down with the bitterness of the grapefruit, and so you need a counterpart, a counterbalance. And that's the elderflower liqueur. Wait, let me mix my variation. I might be a bit drunk after, but let's do it anyway. So the variation I developed in Italy, and because I developed in Italy, I didn't have elderflower liqueur in my bar in Italy, but I had genepì. So actually genepì shares a few characteristics with elderflower liqueur. It's made from mountain flowers, it's infused, it has sugar added to it, but it's definitely different. The elderflower liqueur is so floral that's almost fruity, reminds me lychee flavor, while genepì is definitely more herbal, alpine feeling. So let's get down to mixing this variation. And because the genepì has less sugar, I'm gonna start with 5 milliliters of sugar. And I have here my classic simple syrup, which is 1 part brown sugar from Okinawa, 1 part white sugar, and 1 part water. Then the rest of the recipe is gonna be the same as the old friend. So 10 milliliters of genepì, 50 milliliters of Campari, 22.5 milliliters of grapefruit juice, and 45 milliliters of dry gin. Let's get some ice and let's give this bad boy a shake. Let's fine strain our chilled coupe. Let's express some grapefruit peel. And there you go, an old friend variation. I would like to call this absent friend. Cheers. This is good. I think the insertion of simple syrup, plain and simple, helps counterbalance better the grapefruit. Let me go back to the original old friend. They're both really tasty, a bit different. I think the genepì has the ability to blend better with the flavor of the Campari. Almost disappear. Probably share some of the botanicals. But overall it's really pleasant, well balanced between sugar and bitterness. The original old friend, it's also well balanced now. They added 5 milliliters more of elderflower liqueur. But yes, a really interesting smell and flavor, quite unique. Both good bitter cocktail served straight up, good for aperitif, but even after dinner, anytime. These are both really good, and so you can choose. If you have elderflower liqueur, go for the old friend. If you have genepì, go for the absent friend. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, share with anybody you like and don't like. Shake yourself one of these bitter and awesome cocktails, and hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers! So I named this variation after the song For Absent Friends by Genesis from their album Nursery Crime. I told you before, it's one of my favorite progressive rock albums. The Musical Box has been my favorite song for a big stretch of my life. And researching this video, I found out that For Absent Friends, this really short, sweet song, is actually played only by Steve Hackett, the guitarist, and sang by Phil Collins, the drummer, which at the time was just arrived. He was new to the band in 1972, I think. And Phil Collins awakened in me the same feelings of disappointment when Lars Ulrich also awakes, because Phil Collins was really an incredible drummer. His work on the hi-hat, here it comes again, and everything is amazing in Nursery Crime and Foxtrot. He is really one of the greatest drummers of his generation, and he was singing pretty well. But what became of him in later years, his pop career, oh God, it's really like one of those fall from grace for me. It's really like he asked himself, how can I prostitute myself to the money god as much as possible? Let me do anything I can to make more money. Once I was the greatest drummer around, and now what I do? I sing the silliest melodies around, but they bring me lots of money, so I will keep doing that. Yeah, just like Lars. I think they are the two worst example of drummer going bad. Drummers, you know, they might go bad usually, but they go bad like destroying themselves, killing themselves. Cozy Powell, John Bonham, Keith Moon, I can go on and on and on. They don't usually go all the way out to please their Mammon, god of money. But Phil Collins and Lars Ulrich certainly did.